Hello, Chestatee families. I'm Meg Killingsworth, your Family Engagement Coordinator, and welcome to the Facebook Friday Show. We have a very special guest here talking about East Forsyth High School, our principal, Mr. Jeff Cheney. Hi, Mr. Cheney.
Hello, Chestatee Eagles. This is your principal of East Forsyth High School, Jeff Cheney. Go Broncos!
Yes, we're so excited. There's so much buzz and excitement about the new high school opening this fall. And so we wanted to get with you and find out the details. But first, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background?
Yeah, I'd love to. This is my third high school that I'm honored to be principal of. So it's quite a privilege to be named principal of East Forsyth High School. As you know, this high school was on the bond referendum for 2007 through 2009. So our community has been anticipating this school for a very long time. And I greatly understand the responsibility of opening this school in the East community. But I was principal at North Forsyth High School 5 years prior to being assigned to open East Forsyth High School. And I spent about 9 years prior to that at South Forsyth High School, including as principal for 4 years before moving to North. I also have some middle school principalship experience back in Savannah, Chatham County. I was also, believe it or not, a kindergarten teacher in my early days.
I did not know that.
I have been at all three levels and greatly appreciate all three levels for the value that they bring for those students at those time in their life. And so I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of the importance of the transitions and how important it is for us to support our students during those times.
Absolutely. Quite a great experience and background there. I did not know about the kindergarten, so that is fun to know. Well, tell us a little bit about East and some of the highlights.
Yeah, we've been working for probably 3 years now on the design of East and what we want the programs to look like. I'm on assignment this year, so I've been afforded the time to really work collaboratively with our community and our folks. But we are going to be what's called a career focus school, where we're going to really accentuate our pathway programs for our students. And this started probably 2-3 years ago when I was part of the North Cluster. We met with what was called the North Synergy team, which was business owners and faith-based leaders and people in the community, and asked them, what do you want our high school students to have or possess when they come out of high school? If they're going to come into the community and work in your organization or help you out over the summers. And we heard resoundingly that they wanted some careers around construction and carpentry and areas that they felt like were more skill-based for our students. And so we really took that to heart and developed our Bronco design, which we're calling Building for the Future, where at the end of the day, we really want our students to be able to come back and work in East Forsyth and help us develop, because this is going to be a growing area in the future. And those programs are designed around our architecture and drafting and design pathway, our construction and carpentry, our marketing, communications and promotions, our interior design pathways. All of those are very unique, along with entrepreneurship, to East Forsyth High School. Another marquee program will be our early childhood education. And that is going to be amazing. We actually have a dedicated early learning center on site here. And we just met yesterday with some folks about what that program is going to look like. And we're coordinating and collaborating with feedback from Chestatee and Chattahoochee specifically about some possible 3- and 4-year-old development to better prepare them for kindergarten. And so there'll be more information coming out on that soon, but that's another one of our very exciting programs here at East.
And for all those future teachers, they're going to be led next year by Miss Sharon Nazalek, coming from our first grade team. She is a beloved teacher here at Chestatee, so that's super exciting.
Yeah, and something we recognized We interviewed about 238 people
Oh my.
for North, excuse me, and all throughout the district. Um, and really, we found great value in some of the elementary teachers and the middle school teachers, and we're quite surprised about how many we hired for high school positions. And the reason we hired them is very simple. We told folks when they came to interview, here is what we stand for. You must be able to connect with our community and engage with our students. You must be able to collaborate with our vertical schools, Chestatee, Chattahoochee, and Little Mill. And you must care for our students while holding high expectations for them. And we found that resoundingly that the people that we pulled in knew that and understood that. And a lot of them came from elementary and middle school. And yes, one is Miss Sharon Nislik, who will be our department chair too for CTAE.
That's fantastic. So good to hear. And that kind of leads into my final question about your family engagement and your community programming.
Yeah, we are really excited about this. We've been working very closely with the district and the staff at that level on creating what we're going to call a community school concept or model. And that's where we're reaching out to organizations in the community and beyond that will actually come to the school and work with our students and our families. And so prior, you would probably refer students or families to these agencies and organizations. We are establishing a relationship where we'll have these organizations in our building. And we've hired two very specific staff to facilitate and coordinate this. One is Miss Gabby Signs, and she has an outstanding resume with a long history of doing this type of work and service in the community, along with Louis Daniel, who will be our student support administrator. Gabby Signs will be our family and community engagement coordinator. So just to give you an example, last Friday, we had successive meetings with the Place of Forsyth, with Family Ties. So we are consistently reaching out to organizations like that in the community to determine which ones will integrate into our school. But that is super exciting, and we'll be sharing more as that develops.
That is, and I had the honor of meeting Gabby, and she's a delight. And I'm on the vertical team that Mr. Cheney was talking about, along with Dr. Tennis and several of other administrators from Little Mill and Chattahoochee and teachers. And when Mr. Cheney said that they had chosen a family engagement coordinator, I was just so excited, because people often say, you know, every school needs somebody that you can reach out to and help you navigate the school. And what more is needed than a family engagement coordinator in high school? So that's amazing. Very excited for that. Well, goodness, you answered a lot of the questions that I had, Mr. Cheney, and we so appreciate your time today, and we're so excited for your high school to open, and we just can't thank you enough for being here.
Yeah, I have two pieces to end with, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
One, we are scheduling our first football scrimmage during the spring season, which is going to be May 19th. I believe it's Wednesday. There's information on our website, and we'll be sharing that. So if you want to come out and take a sneak peek at the stadium and the school, please come out. That's an early event, so you need to look at that on our website. I believe it starts around 5:30 because it's a scrimmage. Second, we are going to be announcing our official grand opening and ribbon cutting, which will take place on Saturday, July 17th at 10:30 a.m. And we are inviting the entire East community and beyond to come visit the school and walk around and see this beautiful, amazing facility here. And would love to have a big crowd come out and see the amazing things that are going to take place here at East Forsyth High School. Lastly, if you are from the community, you want to engage with us, we're going to be sharing our Bronco Backer Club information. So we'll be sharing that and sending that out. It's how our community and families can engage with our school, whether it's volunteering, whether it's coming to the school to speak with our students, whether it's financial contributions to help us grow some of the programs that we're developing. And so more information coming on that soon.
That sounds fantastic. And for all you Facebookers out there, make sure that you follow East Forsyth High School on Facebook, because they have an outstanding page led by Assistant Principal Lori Waddell, one of our families here. And so follow them on Facebook, because it is really fantastic, a great way to hear what's going on. All right. Well, thanks again, Mr. Cheney. And hey, everybody, we hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you really soon. Bye-bye.
Go Broncos!
Go Broncos!